Okay. Anyway, we don't have a time to long talk, so it'll be short because like we're waiting for alcohol. I know everyone is waiting. So my second talk, hello again, will be about a different problem. Like, fuck. Up. This one. Awesome. So yeah, performance matters. Our website become bigger and bigger, and this is a problem because internet is still bad. We need to deal with it. So first thing, we need to find a source of the problem to kill it. And in my project, this is data from my project. The biggest part is node modulus. Of course, like images is very small because we don't have a landing pages. It's just a web application. In your case, maybe images will be the biggest part, but you know, it's hard to write so many CSS, JavaScript code. So most of your JavaScript code is from node modulus. It is one of the main problems in our projects about the size. This is why we have so big bundle sizes. So we should take care about them, optimize open source libraries. And this is a problem. The first problem, like there is a big enemy of any optimization is premature optimization. Don't start optimization before the benchmark. You always should have a benchmark first. And but what benchmark we can use for bundle sizes? For like, if you have some open source library, for example, React, how we will get a benchmark for React size? So the first idea is just to call a webpack or rollup, create one single file, and then check a file size of it. It looks nice, it looks work. What is the problem? Like, what's the problem? So yeah, the simple example, a real example that I experienced before. 5 lines code. What could be a problem? If we are in the browser, we will use a web crypto API. In the Node.js, we will use a crypto module because it's like Node.js API. If you check a size of this file, it will be less than kilobyte. It's as simple. Unfortunately, when somebody will require this file in their Webpack bundle, his or her Webpack bundle become bigger, more than 100 kilobytes. Wow, how it works? The reason is Webpack. If you will require this file to Webpack, Webpack will understand that one of the lines contains a Node.js API. And so we need to add polyfills for it. And so it will, for this 5-line code, it will add 100 kilobytes polyfills for a process, for a global, and for a query. This is a source of the problem. So, from my experience, there is 2 big sources of the big dependencies of big open source library. It's a polyfills, Webpack polyfills, and side dependency, like dependency of your dependency. And this is a problem. Our bundle size doesn't check the size of these problems. So there is a better way to understand the size of the open source library. It's to create the empty Webpack project, require your library, your open source library in this open source project, and then calculate what will be a difference of the size before and after requiring your library. I call it real cost of the library. And there is a tool to calculate the real cost. It's called size limit. We use it in all my open source projects. So you can call it, pass the file, and it will calculate the real file size. Also, if you will pass a --y argument, it will run Webpack bundle analyzer and show you why you have this size, not only what is the size. But because it's a tool, you can put it inside your NPM scripts, for example, in test script. And of course, if you have a test script, this script will be executed in Travis CI when somebody creates a pull request. I saw it many times. Somebody create a simple pull request with a few lines, few changes lines, and like, what could be wrong? Unfortunately, he or she used some Node.js API, or for example, require some like small and you expected it a small library, for example, short idea. But then this small library explodes your bundle for thousands kilobytes. So it will protect your open source library. And this is not just a word, it's not a theory. We have a real practical result. In PostCSS, we found that we load a few unnecessary dependencies. In browser list, we found that we require unnecessary data from can I use, and we reduced it at 25%. In emoji mart, we found they use core.js just for a few unnecessary things and require some Node.js libraries like util or asset. In NanoID, I use a global instead of window, and this was a problem. And my favorite part is logax. I told you about it, and I created a logax client, checked the size of the client, and it was more than 100 kilobytes. I was, why? How? This is because I used wrong library to generate IDs. That mistake that I show you. And bundle size will not help me. It will not tell me about it. So this is a link, AI size limit. Add it to your open source library and force other open source library to use it, because this is how we can reduce the size of web sites, because performance is matter. That's all.